I'm not trying to set a record here, but this is the second video this morning. Um, it's important to keep things in perspective. Since the last financial problems in 2009, the world economy's pretty much been propped up or encouraged, whatever you want to call it, by easy money. By easy, I mean, low interest rates or no interest rates. So a lot of money has been put into the economy. The so-called quantitative easing, that's just simply the government buying commercial paper to put more dollars out on the street. So for the last year, they've been tightening up on the quantitative easing, and as those things mature, they're not rolling it over into something else. So that's taken some money out of circulation. And of course, the interest rates is the real way to do that. The entire purpose of the Federal Reserve is to control inflation or deflation. In other words, keep things on an even keel. In other words, basically, it will, using various devices, it will put more money out on the street, or it'll take it back in. Remember, it's fiat currency. The only thing that makes it valuable is the fact that it's a legal tender. That is, if you sell goods or services in the U.S. and refuse to take dollars, you've violated a federal crime. I mean, you've violated the law and therefore created a crime. A lot of people don't realize that, but if it weren't for the fact that it's legal tender and can be exchanged for goods and services here, it'd be worthless. It's not backed by gold or anything. It's a Federal Reserve note. So who holds the U.S. debt? All the people that hold dollars. Simple as that. You may say, well, how about the people holding treasuries? Well, they gave dollars, Federal Reserve notes, to buy the treasuries, which takes those Federal Reserve notes out of circulation, which did its intended purpose. And then when they're mature, those dollars go back on the market. So this is not anything to be, capitalism runs in cycles. The greed pushes it up too far. I often use the analogy I did, something I learned in flying. In taking my flying test, one of the things I had to do was a hammerhead stall. First time you do it, it's really scary because basically you take your plane, give it full throttle, and go straight up until finally it can't go up anymore, and then it stalls and it goes straight down like a rock. And you've got to have enough presence of mind and enough altitude that you can slowly roll that front of that plane down until it gets air under its wings, and then you're okay. There's a very similar thing happening here. Now, God help you if you're heavily in debt. I'm lucky. I've got zero debt. I have no car payment. I have no mortgage payment. I've got inflation-adjusted income that comes in that exceeds my needs. And that's all backed by the U.S. government. Of course, if that fails, then hell, then the sky truly fell. No, it's not going to happen. But the companies that were so levered up and saw such tremendous price gains that were not justified, those are going to come falling. They're in their hammerhead stall. They're going to come down pretty quick. I think HBI has bottomed out, but I couldn't guarantee that. If it falls much lower, and I'm not getting enough premiums for selling options, I may sit on a bunch of that. Now it'll be a year or two before the economy fully recovers, but hey, when it does, that one's going to double or triple in price. So, and I don't need the daily income. Those of you who need the daily income from the sale of option contracts, they're just going to have to hang in there and maybe get less income. But finally, the inflation is going to come down, and the world will right itself. All right, intended to keep this short, so I'm going to close this out so I can get it edited and uploaded. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Thank you.